Look, the Sneads Ferry housing market is not crashing, but it is about to change in 2026. And if you're not ready for it, it could cost you thousands of dollars. What am I talking about? Well, some homes here in Sneads Ferry are still selling very fast. Well, others are taking a little bit more time. They're sitting, they're cutting their prices, and some aren't selling at all. And most sellers, they're completely unprepared for what's happening right now. So if you're thinking about buying, selling, or investing anywhere in Sneads Ferry, North Carolina, as well as places like North Topsail Beach or Jacksonville, North Carolina, you need to understand this shift. And that's a good thing that you've got me. Hey, Stephen L. Skakandy here. I am with the Skakandy group of living in and around Jacksonville, North Carolina. And I help people move in and out of Onslow County every single day. So if you want the real truth about what it's like living in around Jacksonville, North Carolina, make sure you hit and smash that like and subscribe button and tap the bell, because this channel is all about helping you win in this or any market. And whether you're looking to move forward in 9 days, 9 weeks, or 9 months, we've got you covered. So sit back and join us as we venture through Sneads Ferry, North Carolina. I know what you're seeing right now. Social media is absolutely on fire. It's that time of year. People are saying prices are collapsing, the market's crashing, but here's the truth. That's not what's actually happening on the ground right now in Sneads Ferry. And I know that because I'm here every day. What's happening is much quieter, but way more important. The market has slowed from the chaos, but it's down just enough for buyers and sellers to start actually thinking again instead of acting and reacting. And that changes everything. So what my aim right now today to help you do is to help you come up with a battle plan on how you could think, whether you're a buyer, a seller, or investor, and come up with a strategy that works for you. The first thing to know is this, that buyers today are not panicking anymore. They're not rushing like they once were. They're not throwing crazy offers out there. They're doing something simple. They're actually running numbers and they're asking some important questions. They're asking such thing as, hey, what is my monthly payment? And what actually makes sense for my budget? And that mindset shift, that's controlling the entire market right now. People actually have times to stop, to think, and to plan and act. So it's important, sellers, that you recognize this going forward. Since we're talking about numbers, let's talk about where rates are. Well, right now they're hovering around the mid 6% range. And yeah, some projections say we might see rates as low as the 5s by late 2026, but here's the deal. We're not going back to 3% anytime soon. And buyers know that. They finally wrap their head around that. So instead of stretching, they're getting super selective on what they're looking at and what they're pursuing. Because the name of the game for them right now is, what kind of payment can I afford? In Sneads Ferry and surrounding areas, there are now more homes on the market than we've seen in a few years. And that means buyers have options now. Buyers can compare, and buyers can walk away from a deal that they don't feel is favorable. And that last one, that's a game changer, because that's not the way it was up until recently, but it's that way again. So sellers have to go ahead and accept that and realize that that's the way that things are now. And by making some slight changes, you can make your home extremely desirable. How are you going to do that? Well, I'm glad you asked, because we're going to talk about that right here and right now. So here is what most people miss. It's actually not about the price of the home anymore. It's about the payment. And over the last few years, payments have skyrocketed and incomes did not. They just didn't and couldn't keep up. So now buyers are laser focused on payment. And if your home doesn't fit their budget, they're not going to negotiate. They're simply going to move on. And that is not what you're looking for. So let me give you a real example of what I'm talking about. Let's say that you put $40,000 in upgrades, maybe the kitchen or the bathrooms, and you expect top dollar. You expect at least that much back, if not more. But the appraiser comes in lower. Now, why is that? Because appraisers a lot of times don't care what you spent. They're looking at such things as recent home sales in the area, homes that fit your home, comparable homes. And in 2026, we're finding that's putting a hard cap on prices. And that's putting sellers in a precarious position, especially when we have sellers that have put such tender loving care, and in some cases have spent many thousands of dollars into getting their home ready for the market. And sometimes we can't get dollar for dollar value back. And that's where we find ourselves in 2026 versus other periods of time. Did you know that right now there are more sellers than buyers in many price points throughout Sneads Ferry? So that means your home is going to compete, and it's got to compete harder than ever. And if you price it high hoping for a bidding war, it's probably going to sit. Now, those of you that have worked with me for a while are familiar with what I call my free pricing strategy. And make sure to schedule an appointment with me so that I can come out and go over my 3 pricing strategy with you and see if it makes sense for you in your situation. My 3 pricing strategy has been a proven winner over the last almost 21 years in Onslow County real estate, and it could do the same for you. It's true that homes that used to sell in mere days are now taking weeks or even in some cases months. And here's the danger. The longer your home sits, the more buyers start to ask, what's wrong with it? There's gotta be something wrong if nobody's looking. It may or may not be true. But having said that, it's the implied thought that there could be something wrong with it will cause them to hesitate and question, and just maybe not come to see it or even make an offer. And that's why we have to handle things right from the get-go. So here's what happens every time you price too high, no showings. You drop the price, still no action. You drop it again, buyers lose interest. And now you've lost all your momentum. The first price is everything in this market, and I can't stress that enough. And that's why we need to come out with both guns blazing and get started on the right foot. Because as we've learned before, a good first impression is a lasting impression. So how are sellers winning right now? Well, sellers that are winning right now, they're doing things differently. We are pricing based on today's data. We're keeping the updates in the home simple and clean, and we're offering buyer incentives. The sellers of today, they're not emotional. They are strategic and they think tactically, and that has made all the difference. So by doing these things, it's made easier sales for my sellers. You see, for the first time in years, buyers have control. Buyers can now negotiate, they can ask for repairs, they can get some closing expenses and closing costs, but there is a catch. This window is not gonna last for much longer. It's a beautiful day, the sun's out, the weather is getting warmer, and temperatures are changing. And as we drive into the spring and it gives way to the summer, we're gonna get hit with the double whammy of PCS season and the fact that there's gonna be more competition with buyers again, competing for probably around the same number of homes. So the power is gonna switch back. So buyers, if you're looking to do something in Sneads Ferry, now is the time. So let's talk about the best opportunities. They're actually not the flashy listings. They're the homes that, well, they sat too long. They weren't priced right. They needed light cosmetic work. That's where the deals are, if you're looking for deals. And those properties are easy for a powerful agent like me to help you find. So if that's what you're looking for, now's a great time to go ahead and book an appointment with me so we can discover those together. So how does a buyer win in this market? Well, if you want to win, you have to get pre-approved with one of our approved lenders. You have to move quickly when things matter. You have to be strategic with your offers, because even now, the good homes still move fast. The homes that are priced right and the homes that have very little maintenance issues and have those clean and tasteful updates and maintenance are going quickly. So can you negotiate? Yes, but not on every home. And you'll see what I mean when we go out and we actually take a look at things. It'll make far more sense then. So the question I get asked a lot is the Sneads Ferry market declining? And the answer is a resounding no. And here's why. Sneads Ferry and Onslow County are still growing due to our military presence of Marines and sailors, which has traditionally been our bread and butter. Coastal demand. Ever since the 1990s, people have been moving towards the coast. And of course, people from all walks of life relocating here for our coastal lifestyle and our prices. These three reasons will ensure that our market in Onslow County, North Carolina remains strong and hyperactive for the foreseeable future. So as I look into my crystal ball for 2026, what I am seeing is slower price growth, more balanced market conditions, and more thoughtful decisions from buyers. And that's not chaos, that's actually normalization. I mean, think about it. I've talked about it many times before in my other video. How sustainable was the events from roughly April of 2020 to April of 2022? And the reality is, over a long period of time, it was unsustainable. And think about it like this too. If it had kept going on for another year, 2 years, 3 years, 6 years, whatever the case might be, is that really what's best for buyers and sellers? I would argue no. I think you need a yin and a yang. You need balance. You need homes for buyers, and sellers need to get their pricing. And we're gonna talk more about that in this and other videos and go into more detail on exactly what that means. So which homes will win and sell the fastest? Well, the homes that are priced correctly, homes that show well, and the ones that match buyers' expectation. You don't have to be fancy, you don't have to be cheap, you have to make sense. And what makes sense? Well, if you've been paying to the rest of the video, you already have that answer. Look, if you're thinking about buying or selling anywhere in Sneads Ferry, North Topsail Beach, or Jacksonville, North Carolina, you need a strategy for this market, not 2021's market or 2024's market. And that's exactly what we do here every single day. So call or text me directly at 910-920-7434, or email me at Stephen, that's Stephen with a PH now, at skakandygroup.com. And of course, you can visit www.skakandygroup.com if you haven't already done so. And of course, be sure to subscribe to Living in and Around Jacksonville, North Carolina, because we drop weekly videos here every Friday, okay, about the housing market, about the best neighborhoods, cost of living, stores, local hotspots, real local insights that will help you make the smartest move possible for you and your family. So we'll see you around Sneads Ferry or Jacksonville or anywhere in Onslow County, North Carolina. I'm Stephen L. Skakandy with the Skakandy Group of Living in Jacksonville. And whether you be moving in 9 days, 9 weeks, or 9 months, we can assist you. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll talk to you later. Bye now.